There is not really one person or one group that speaks for the Hmong community. It is very diverse in Minnesota, and when we see certain issues like sometimes the marriage bill or other issues have come up in the Hmong community, there's a pretty wide variety of views, and it's really important for policymakers and people who work outside the community to understand that diversity in the community. I'd like to move now to Hmong demographics in the U.S. We'll start with the age. And one very interesting thing about the Hmong community in the U.S. is how young it is compared, how youthful it is compared to most other ethnic groups. If we look at the 2000 census data, the median age of the Hmong population across the U.S. was 16 years old, compared to 35 years old for the overall U.S. population. And 56% of the Hmong population in the U.S. Was under 18 in 2000, compared to about a quarter of the overall U.S. population. Another thing that comes out of the census data, we can see that the Hmong household sizes or the average household size is quite a bit larger compared to the overall U.S. population. The 2000 census found the average Hmong household size was over 6 persons, compared to about 2.5 persons for the overall U.S. population. I'd like now to move to socioeconomic status. And I think the really important point when looking at this slide is the fact that we can see that over the last decade and a half, the Hmong socioeconomic status in the U.S. has really improved. For example, the percentage of U.S. Hmong families with public assistance income was cut in half between 1989 and 1999. So it was 60% as counted in 1989, and it was 30% in 1999. And also the percentage of U.S. Hmong families living below the poverty level fell from nearly 70% to about 35% between 1989 and 1999. So a lot of improvement in socioeconomic status across the Hmong community in the U.S. If we look at the census data, we see the largest concentration